Get ready for the ultimate battle at the front. Join the excitement and stay updated on Aston Martin's fight for victory against Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes. Don't miss a beat, subscribe now. Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes admit that Aston Martin will fight at the front. Drivers from the main teams also celebrate the fact that a new team could fight for podiums in the category. Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes drivers believe that Aston Martin will definitely be fighting at the front as the 2023 Formula One season kicks off in Bahrain. There has been much speculation about Aston's potential for the upcoming campaign after Fernando Alonso placed the AMR 23 in the top 3 on both days of pre-season testing in Bahrain last week and then produced an attractive race simulation on the final night of the event. Speaking on Media Day ahead of the Bahrain GP this weekend, Sergio Perez from Red Bull and Lewis Hamilton from Mercedes agreed that Aston would be in the midst of the 3 squads that have dominated F1 in the last decade, based on what they witnessed last week. Perez said his former team, since the days when it was known as Force India and then Racing Point, looked very strong in the tests, which makes him believe they will be very strong throughout the year. He added, "They definitely have a strong car and will fight at the front." Hamilton said he and Mercedes currently believe Aston is fully in the fight. "I'm really happy to see Aston have made a step forward," he added. "It's difficult to see the true order of hierarchy. Through all the data we have, you don't know what fuel loads they were on and all those different things. But they look very strong. And they might be fighting well at the front. We'll find out the next day or so. I can't say if they're ahead of us or behind. We'll find out." Max Verstappen said he thought Aston had a very positive start to the new season, but it was the driver's comments about Alonso's behavior that drew attention in Bahrain on Thursday. "I think Aston Martin built a very good car last winter," said Verstappen. "And what's also important, with these new cars, qualifying speed doesn't matter anymore. If you have a good car for the race, you can still overtake. I'm very curious to see what Aston Martin can do this year. I find it very difficult to estimate exactly where they will be, but when I talk to Fernando, he seems quite optimistic. Of course, it's good to see that. At the end of the day, we want to have more teams close." Charles Leclerc from Ferrari thinks Aston will be in the mix, while George Russell said the Green Team could help provide a good fight for second place with Ferrari and their Mercedes squad, given that the Brit thinks Red Bull is probably in another league this weekend based on test performance. Carlos Sainz said Ferrari saw Aston as a threat because, since December, everyone has been hearing rumors that Aston Martin will be fast this year. "We all know they had very good numbers in the wind tunnel, in the simulator," continued Alonso's compatriot. "They were, I think, even struggling to hide the excitement of what they were seeing. So we got to Bahrain and they kind of confirmed they're in the mix again with us. And I think it's great news for F1, good news for Fernando. Excited to have one more team in the battle this year." Alonso, who will be joined by Lance Stroll, continued to deflect questions about what he and his new team could achieve. "We will do our best in the race, but the podium is not the target, to be honest," he said. "I think we need to keep learning about the car, just 1.5 days, or 2 days, of testing in a completely new car package." To learn more about the latest news and updates in the automotive world, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to never miss any exciting content. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching.